Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? And welcome back to the channel. A huge, big ass fucking spoiler warning is in effect, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not watch the closing of Crisis on Infinite Earths, because I'm about to talk about a scene that nobody expected and a scene that was not leaked on the internet. So right now you're going to want to stop this video because the first image that you see on the screen, you're going to automatically say, please don't spoil this for me in your head. And this is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to allow you guys to give yourselves a few minutes and find that stop button or close down your web browser, pretend you didn't see it. All right. Those of you that are sticking around, feel free to hit that subscriber button, drop a like on the video, and comment down below your favorite scene from the finale of the crossover. Now, as you can see in this picture, you have Ezra Miller's version of the Flash from the Justice League film and Batman vs. Superman. This is the suit that he was wearing in both of those films, and you have him standing next to Grant Gustin's version of The Flash from the CW. So you had DC TV and DCEU crossover briefly for Crisis on Infinite Earths, and this was amazing, guys. I love this scene. It was perfect. This was something that we weren't expecting. Now, I'm going to be honest and tell you this. Mark Guggenheim, he pretty much teased this on Twitter that there were going to be characters that we weren't going to see, in the finale of the crossover. But he didn't exactly drop any hints as to who or what characters were going to show up. And just seeing this, it made me freaking ecstatic. I had to scream because I didn't know what was going on. And then just paying close attention to this as I was watching it, this was an actual live shoot, ladies and gentlemen. There were photos of these two together, taking pictures and everything like that, because this is them, meeting up. This is the first time this version of a Flash is meeting a movie version of the Flash, not another Flash from the TV show. You know what I'm saying? So this was big. So this is why they're posing like this. You know what I'm saying? Ezra Miller is pretty much acknowledging Grant Gustin because they're both fans of each other. But Grant having the more, you know, prolific profile, if that makes sense to you guys, because he's been the Flash longer than Ezra Miller. So yeah, just having them together on screen, it was amazing just seeing that. And hopefully that teases something for this upcoming Flash film, because there is news behind that sort of situation stating that there's a possibility that Grant Gustin could actually appear in this Flashpoint movie. You never know. Now, don't take everything you hear and think it's 100% confirmed. Always take every bit of information with the highest grain of salt. So, these two, they meet face to face, and this was when Barry was actually in the Speed Force. Now, Barry had to, find his teammates, the rest of the Paragons, and, bring them out of the Speed Force basically before they get trapped there for all eternity. And you guys know that in the Speed Force, obviously, there's going to be other speedsters. There's going to be, memories and everything tied to Barry, because this is the Speed Force. You know what I'm saying? Barry generates the Speed Force and everything like that. So yes, Oliver appeared briefly and then he disappeared. And then you have Barry running around looking for the rest of the teammates, and this is the first person he bumps into, another version of Barry Allen. So this version, Ezra Miller's version, we all know that this one is younger and inexperienced than Grant Gustin's version, obviously, because you can see the way that he talks and he's unaware of things. He has the knowledge and everything like that, but it's like he overthinks himself. And speaking of overthinking, you can tell that his pace and the way he talks and everything like that, that is the reason why he's overthinking. He's not allowing himself to slow down. Like, just because he's fast doesn't mean you have to speak fast and think fast. And you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was great to see both of them together. Now that you have a full comparison, look at both of the suits, which suit do you like more, Grant Gustin's or Ezra Miller's? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I'm still on Grant Gustin's side. I know I have been a fan of The Flash ever since the show has premiered on the CW, but Ezra Miller's version is cool, but it's a bit too much junkyard version, you know what I'm saying? Like like he mentioned in this scene, Grant Gustin's suit is more breathable and flexible and everything like that. It allows him to move. Just looking at, Ezra Miller's version is just, I don't know, it looks weird to me. Like, it looks futuristic, but it just looks weird. It's just too armored up for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he was taking on super great threats and everything like that. But you never know. Anyway, as I mentioned, this was a live shoot. This wasn't, a part of the other cameos and everything like that. Now, those other cameos were actually awesome, but this one right here was an actual live shoot. Like, literally, Grant Gustin and Ezra Miller were in the same room. They shot this as a brand new scene. Cameos are basically, just taken from films and everything like that. So, for example, as you guys may have seen, the Green Lantern, that was strictly a cameo scene pulled from the movie that came out years ago when Ryan Reynolds was actually the Green Lantern. You know what I'm saying? So that was a cameo scene. This was a live shoot. And then you had other moments in this crossover where they went back to, Invasion and Earth X and um, other existing crossovers that passed already. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff was cameos and reshoots. So that is the difference between a lot of the stuff that you guys have seen. But in this scene where they were talking to each other, um, this was just basically like a Freaky Friday moment for both of the characters, like not knowing who one another is, you know what I'm saying? Just making sure that they're real and this is, it's happening. They were touching each other's suits and everything like that. It was just super weird, super nerdy, but it was awesome in all of its glory. And I loved it. Loved it so much. I was not expecting this. And the funny thing was, I tweeted to Mark Guggenheim and he just told me I would have to wait until Tuesday to find out. So I was just like, wow, this is exactly the secret that he was holding back. Now, as I mentioned, I'm surprised that this didn't leak out on the internet. And the reason why I say this is because you guys know about spoilers and everything when it comes to movies and TV shows and everything like that. Typically, you're going to find trailers, you're going to find behind the scenes photos and everything like that. But there was nothing with these two posted. So, this was really a really good kept secret by the CW and Mark Guggenheim himself and all of the fans around the world. You know what I'm saying? There are people that probably knew about this before me, but this was the first time of me knowing about it. I literally watched this freaking thing and screamed. Like, it was crazy. But very enjoyable. We solely deserve that. And now that we have this sort of connection that the DCEU exists in the Arrowverse, or the Arrowverse may exist in the DCEU, what other characters could we expect to see pop up as some DCEU movies? What do you guys think? Do you think um, Stephen Amell's character may appear in, a future Justice League film? Do you think Grant Gustin's Flash is going to appear in the Flashpoint movie? Do you think that maybe Doom Patrol, that version of Cyborg, may appear on the show? Let me know your thoughts, guys.